First today, after 8 weeks of banter, breakups and bombshells, my next guests were crowned this year's Love Island winners.
Josh
is my type.
So the girl I decided to couple up with is Mimii. And then we bring each other in, and then we just, you know what I mean?
You weren't supposed to get it that easy.
The boy I would like to couple up with is Josh.
We can name him Joey.
Our firstborn.
Firstborn. Safe to say we're closed off now.
I guess you can say we're closed off now.
Then. Every day I feel like we're getting so much closer to where we want to be.
And fresh from the villa, Mimii and Josh join us now with their firstborn.
Joey's first road trip.
Thank you very much for bringing her along. It's very sweet of you. It's so good to see you. It's so bizarre how I feel like I know you, haven't watched you for 8 weeks now. Firstly, congratulations. You were not expecting to hear your names, were you?
I feel like you could tell by my reaction.
Yes,
that
you
was
could.
what everyone was telling me. Your face when it got announced is a meme now, so yeah.
An absolute wonderful moment for both of you. But Mimii, to be fair, you were there for all of the drama from day one. You must be exhausted.
You know what? It's so good to be home. It's so good to be around familiar faces, friends and family, and just embracing everything. Yeah, it was a long time, but I feel like we learned so much about ourselves and each other, and in the space of that whole experience, like, best thing I ever did for myself.
Yeah.
But there were lots of ups and downs before, of course, you came across Josh. If I may take you back to the IO days, are we allowed to talk about that now, or is that just like it's a chapter in the villa history, isn't it? There were many ups and downs in that early days, and I think anyone watching the Casa Amor moment when you came back from Casa Amor and you had decided you were going to stick the way you were, you came walking back on your own, and watching it at home is really quite painful. How did you feel realising he coupled up with Jessica?
Obviously, at the time, it wasn't nice. It was hard. Because obviously, I stayed true to myself, and I'm glad I stayed true to myself. I'm glad I didn't, like, feel any regrets for doing that. But I feel like what needed to happen happened, and it worked out in the end because me and Josh are good now. Exactly. You know, like, we're in such a good place, and like I said, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and for the story to make sense, that needed to happen.
Well, you were very composed, and I think certainly for us watching at home, it's when we really fell in love with you, because I thought you handled it incredibly well, and you handled it with grace and style and class, and it just worked. But like you say, happened for a reason. Josh, you weren't in there for quite as long as Mimii, obviously, but when you did come in, sort of post-Casa Amor, did you always know it was going to be her?
Yes, but I knew more than ever when I first met her. When I first met her, straight away, I was like, yeah, there's defo something here. So, kind of, you could say so, yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine. I guess it was easy to fall for this beautiful girl straight away. But to adjust to life in the villa coming in that much later, how difficult is it? Because everyone else has semi-formed relationships. There's a way of life almost. Yeah. It's difficult to slip into that.
Yeah, it's defo difficult because everyone's got their connections, and coming in as a bombshell, everyone's on edge that you might come and take their partner or whoever they're coupled up with. So it could be difficult, but I found it quite easy. I'm a people's person, so I can sort of adapt wherever I am. Yeah. So it was all right for me personally, but I could see how it could be difficult for someone.
Of course, exactly.
You did fit right in, though, I think, with all the boys. They all loved him.
Yeah, luckily.
I have to ask you about Joey Essex, because he was creating lots of headlines throughout the entire series, in fact. We all know he's a veteran when it comes to reality television, and he knows how to bring the drama. To be fair, he's done it plenty of times. What was he like to live with, firstly?
Surprisingly, when I first came in, me and Joey got on really well. Joey and I spoke every day. We were eating every day together, and we're just chatting about our lives. And he was like a very, very normal guy. Obviously, everyone saw what happened with me and him, the arguments. I wish it went a bit different with it, to be honest. But, you know, we've came out of there with no hard feelings for Joey. We actually wish him the best with Jessie, and we hope, you know, they find what they're looking for together.
Yeah,
so,
there was that sort of butting of heads a little bit with you, Mimii, wasn't there?
Yeah, I think in the environment that we're in, it's quite intense, and obviously in there, everyone knows everyone's business, and we always have to kind of talk about that. But But I'm glad that it was left in the villa. Like, he apologised, and I'm not one to keep holding a grudge or anything like that. And we wish each other well. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we got along with everyone at the most part anyway,
yeah.
so...
Well, he wanted to have a little word as well. Yeah, here he is.
Oh.
Congratulations, Josh and Mimii.
We could not be happier for you. You're both amazing and we can't wait to support you in the future.
Well done, you deserved it.
We love you so much.
We love you.
Aw, love you guys.
There you go. There's a lot of love, clearly.
Yeah,
So,
definitely, yeah.
like you say, you're in a sort of a different place now. I know you haven't had a lot of time to reflect on anything at this stage. You're just out of the villa.
Yeah.
But you must have favourite moments. I bet it's when your family come in.
100%.
See the love
No,
and joy in your
literally.
face, Mimii.
It's what we needed at the time, I think, you know, to give us that extra push to just make it for however long we're going to be in there. So, yeah, I love seeing them, my mum, my auntie, and meeting Josh's family as well.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? You think you're nearly at the finish line at that point, aren't you?
It
What
gives
about
you
you,
that
Josh?
push.
Yeah, it was good, man. It definitely gave us a lot of reassurance because, you know, it's a different perspective when you're looking from it from the outside. And obviously, we both are family-orientated people, so we value their opinion. And the fact that both of them really was, you know, in agreement of our situation really helped. And, it, you know, it was like the final push we needed to get through the situation we're going. So it helped. So when we were having these disputes with people, we knew what it was. We knew we were cool because we already know that our families were okay with everything.
It just gives you a little bit of extra confidence that you maybe lack when you're on your own.
Exactly,
in there, doesn't it?
exactly that.
That is, it was such a great moment. I'm so pleased that you won it. You were exclusive, you left exclusive. The next phase is official, isn't it? And then it's boyfriend, girl. It's all different from when I was your age. Like, you just were going out together. But anyway, you are exclusive and very happy at this stage and just taking it day by day. And you've got a lot of money to spend. You've got to enjoy yourselves now. That's what it's all down to. Thank you so much for coming in today. Honestly, it's great to see you.
And thank you to everyone.
You can watch all of the episodes of Love Island. Undoubtedly, you might watch a few now that you're out. They are all on ITVX. Thank you so much.
Thank you.